The show opens with a flashback of a man hunting down his niece because before passing away, his brother appointed her, Integra Hellsing, as the head of the family and succession to the Hellsing organization. Intent on killing young Integra and taking the family title for himself, he searches the entire Hellsing manor, gun in hand. Integra remembers her father's dying words and heads to the dungeon, where her father promised her awaits the Hellsing family's darkest legacies and the instrument to her salvation. Inside lies a corpse chained to the wall, and her uncle shoots her in the arm. Her blood splatters near the corpse, and as the uncle is about to kill her, the corpse comes to life after licking the blood. He saves Integra when she claims to be the head of the Hellsing family and pledges his services to her as his master before helping her kill her uncle. At present time, a police force is deployed to a small town where a vampire priest and his ghouls are running rampant. As they are being attacked, a now fully grown Integra and her butler, Walter, arrive at the scene to take control of the situation. The Hellsing organization is a special ops division working for the Queen of England to purge England of supernatural beings such as vampires and ghouls. She explains that this mission now falls under her jurisdiction, and she's put her top field agent on the case. The corpse seen earlier is revealed to be Alucard, an ancient vampire serving Hellsing as their best vampire hunter. Meanwhile, all but one police officer is eaten by the ghouls, and the vampire priest decides to rape her so that when he bites her, she turns into a ghoul instead of another vampire. Alucard intervenes but is forced to kill police girl Seras Victoria to kill the priest using silver-crossed bullets. During the fight scene, we get a glimpse of Alucard's powers as he can regenerate and survive even after being shot and dismembered, unlike other vampires. He does, however, drink her blood afterward and turns her into a vampire to prevent her death. She is immediately recruited by Hellsing and is sent on a mission along with Alucard to hunt down a teen vampire couple committing serial murders, as per Integra's orders. Alucard shoots the boy to death and leaves Seras to shoot the girl with a sniper. Initially, Seras doesn't believe she can do it as the girl is already 600 meters away, but Alucard instructs her to imagine the third eye on her forehead and aim from there. This is a natural ability vampires possess to see things much more clearly than humans. Seras takes the shot and hits the target, killing the girl. Afterward, Integra realizes that there has been a recent surge in vampire activity in England, almost like they were being mass-produced. Meanwhile, at the Vatican, Father Alexander Anderson is told of the increased vampire activity in England and sent to investigate a case in Northern Ireland before Hellsing gets there first. The Vatican is at odds with Hellsing and sees them as rivals and filthy heathens. Seras and Alucard finish the job in Northern Ireland but receive a surprise attack by Anderson. Anderson and Alucard are portrayed as mirror images of each other, even down to their dialogue and clothes. He stabs Seras and decapitates Alucard with his trademark blessed bayonets. Much to his surprise, though, Alucard is still able to regenerate and brush it off like it was no big deal. Anderson, having vastly underestimated his opponent, decides that he needs further preparation before he can kill this one, so makes a quick exit. Integra informs Alucard that they will be looking for whoever's responsible for the rise in vampire attacks. The closing scene is of a silhouetted figure speaking with a German accent about preparing for war. Integra calls a roundtable conference at Hellsing HQ with all the higher-ranking officials of England to enlighten them about the vampire problem. She shows them a chip discovered in one of the vampires they took down. This freak chip, when implanted in a human, gives them vampire-like abilities and is the reason behind the spike in vampire activity. During the meeting, the Hellsing HQ is attacked by the Valentine brothers, Jan and Luke. Jan is a crude, talkative guy who likes to get his hands dirty, while Luke is very graceful and sophisticated and doesn't like getting bloodstains on his white suit. Jan and his army of ghouls make their way towards the roundtable conference, slaughtering everyone one on the way, while Luke goes searching for Alucard. Walter suggests that he and Seras can defend the roundtable from Jan and the ghouls, while Alucard takes on Luke. Walter, the butler, reveals himself to be an ex-vampire hunter for the Hellsing organization known as the Angel of Death. He uses razor-sharp wires to slice his enemies from a distance. Walter and Seras succeed in taking down Jan and the ghouls before Integra interrogates him. He tells them that the chip implanted in him was created by an organization called Millennium to monitor and control the brothers' every move. It also has a failsafe that sets the host on fire, killing him before he could reveal any more information to Integra. Meanwhile, Luke is shown to possess incredible speed and agility, even for a vampire. When he finally confronts a bored Alucard, he boasts about his talents and assures him that he is unlike any vampire Alucard has ever faced before. Initially skeptical, Alucard becomes convinced that Luke is indeed a worthy opponent. Thrilled to finally get a proper fight, Alucard unlocks his power restrictions placed on him by the Hellsing from level 4 to level 1. Alucard sheds his physical body and turns into a monster made up of shadowy familiars with countless eyes and swarming insects. Luke is horrified by what he sees, and it becomes apparent to him that Alucard is no ordinary vampire. Alucard proceeds to dismember Luke and demands that he put himself back together, intending to revel in the long battle that's about to ensue. However, Alucard soon realizes that he had overestimated Luke's powers as Luke calls him a monster. Thoroughly disappointed and angry, Alucard deems Luke unworthy of an honorable death and feeds him to his hounds, one of his familiars claiming that he was nothing but dog shit. At the end of the episode, Integra figures out that Millennium is a sect of Nazis that Hellsing had fought during World War II. In the next scene we see some mercenary fighting against the enemy. They shoot the enemy while they talk to the captain. The captain throws a knife hitting a guy in the neck. They get recruited by the Hellsing family telling them that they will go against vampires, and vampires exist. Integra points at Seras that she is one of the vampires while the captain walks to her and his crew start laughing out loud. The captain starts laughing that she is no vampire. And then Seras starts to finger the captain. Alucard appears from the walls talking to the soldiers that vampires truly exist, and they get scared while looking at Alucard. Integra gets a letter from Walter. The letter is from the Vatican from Enrico Maxwell. Integra goes to the Vatican with Walter to meet them. Enrico Maxwell shows himself to Integra and she yells at him telling her that he broke the treaty sending Anderson to her and he killed his men. Maxwell starts yelling at her that it has no problem. Alucard appears from the walls pointing his gun to Maxwell telling him that he can end him with a bullet if he goes against him. Then he calls Anderson, who walks towards Alucard slowly incanting a chant. The two meets face to face. Alucard pointing his guns at Anderson and he is pointing his knives to Alucard. Seras comes in with the visitors to calm the situation down. They start moving and Alucard with Anderson stop fighting and leave. Integra and Maxwell start talking about the situation about Millennium and what does Integra want to know about Millennium. Maxwell gives Integra the answer. 50 years ago the Nazis wanted to conquer Europe, but the project was flawed and they want to South America, mostly in Argentina, hiding there. Then a guy with glasses appears telling us that yes, this is Millennium. They are starting to understand what Millennium is. Alucard is talking with Walter about Millennium. Alucard tells Walter that there are only 3 people who can use undead: Integra, the Nazis, and him. Integra enters the room giving Alucard an order: search and destroy. Alucard bows his head and his hat to her master. They arrive to a hotel with the captain behind telling the servants to move the coffin inside the hotel. The clerk tries to say that the baggage is too much while Alucard convinces him to say that the baggage is okay and not too much. He succeeds and goes in the hotel room with the captain. We see a guy looking at the door while the captain walks away and Alucard notices it. Alucard wakes up Seras while an helicopter arrives to the window and we see outside police and reporters saying that the 2 are terrorists. We see them commanding units to enter the hotel and kill the 2. Then a man appears with a hat telling them that very good and do their job. The 2 units arrive in the hotel. Going up with the elevator, the units stay at the entrance and they enter. Seeing Alucard with his red eyes they shoot him to bits, blood going everywhere. After he falls down he starts to regenerate while the soldiers watch him. He bites a soldier's head off and starts to kill them one by one. While the last one sees him with one in his mouth, the last one shoots himself and Alucard looks angry. Seras enters and sees blood everywhere while Alucard says they need to go. Seras says they were humans and Alucard snaps at Seras that so what, they attacked him, there is no god, no devil, no hell, and he will kill everyone. Then he drops Seras telling her that they need to leave. Alucard calls Integra telling her that he needs a new order, telling him what he did and the blood there is everywhere with human remains. He told her that the kill was nice and he killed them without any hesitation. We see that Alucard manipulates Integra without her knowing while she starts smoking, then she starts yelling search and destroy. Nothing has changed. Alucard starts laughing and smiling with his red eyes. Integra asks Walter if this is the right decision. He tells her that he is a simple butler and does not know. Alucard leaves the room while the squad watches him amazed. They start shooting him while Alucard kills them, making a bloodbath again. We see the Millennium commander telling them that they need other people to attack. Alucard shoots down some men and then starts drinking blood while the other ones remain in the elevator and Alucard goes to them with his mouth open. He opens the doors and shoots all of them, blood splattering everywhere. He leaves the elevator with the corpses behind. The windows broke, while the men fly outside getting impaled by the spikes. We see Alucard getting filmed with his red eyes. Millennium is watching, and they are happy. The man with the hat goes to Alucard introducing himself as Tubalcain Alhambra, but his friends call him Dandy Man. Alucard tells him that he was the one who sent the police officers, showing them on spikes. We see Dandy Man attacking with his cards, and he attacks Alucard, hitting the civilians. In the process, Dandy Man goes after Alucard. The captain kills a few Millennium members, placing a bomb, and walking away he ignites his cigarette and the bomb explodes. Alucard waited for Dandy Man. He tells him that he is happy that people like him exist, so he can fight Dandy Man. Seras starts to shoot Dandy Man with her weapons, Dandy Man taking no damage. Then Alucard also attacks him. He turns to a familiar. He breaks Dandy Man's arm and leg. He bites his neck, lifting him in the air and biting his face, while he sees a vision of the Millennium saying that war is war. Dandy Man ignites in flames, while Alucard is happy and starts clapping. We see the leader of Millennium telling that Alucard is the Millennium of both sides, the interpreter who they searched for 50 years. They start heading out with their ships. While it is a blood moon, the leader tells that all who go against him will die.